Starting in 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? It is your boy Jojo, and welcome to Just a Vibe podcast, TULUM edition. We out here in Mexico.
Let's go.
I got my side guest here.
Mexico.
Introduce yourself a little bit.
What's up, guys? It's me. If you don't know me, I'm his brother. Jana.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
But yeah, we in beautiful Tulum. First time here.
Nice.
You been here before?
Yeah. No, I haven't been to Tulum before, but I've been to Cancun. I've been to Los Cabos. So this is my third time in Mexico in the past 3 years. It's honestly become like a yearly thing for me.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's
Nice
nice.
vibes.
And I want to share the vibes with you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's nice here. I love it here.
Yeah. How
You
you?
have to stay here. Get a one-way next time.
You gotta get that. What is that? That time. Was it timeshare?
Timeshare? Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
They were telling us, and like they were like, oh, if you want to come to this dinner thing, you get free food. Like the food's like good. You go a little bit like take a shuttle, 20 minutes to another place, and then they'll do a little show, which is basically their way of showing and being like, oh, this is a timeshare.
Yeah.
But they don't want to say it's a timeshare.
They don't want to say that.
Because
yeah.
obviously when you do the timeshare, it's like, oh, like I don't want to go to that.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
The
this
only...
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I mean, I was just saying, the only thing I don't like is, like, mosquitoes.
Oh, dude.
I don't even know I feel like normally I can tell when they're here, but
Yeah.
like here I
It's
can't
like
tell.
natural. I have like probably 7 different bites on my legs
I
right
just
now.
picked one up like 2 minutes ago, I think.
When he first got here, I killed one behind the seat.
Oh, and it was
you,
like...
and you could still see the stain, but I think they cleaned it. We had the people come
yeah,
in.
I think so.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying for sure. Yeah. So this is Tulum edition, Mexico edition. I thought I'd bring the camera, bring some equipment. We're kind of just working with natural lighting and like just like the room's lighting. So hopefully it kind of like doesn't look too bad on the screen. But yeah, this is my first podcast for the year.
Let's go.
So let's get it.
Glad
Let's
to
get
be
it.
the first, man.
Yeah, you're not the last either. Let's go see what we're doing here today. All right, so since it is a bit of a later
Got a little
podcast,
apple juice here,
apple juice, yeah, definitely not Chardonnay. New Year's resolutions.
New Year's
So what were some
resolutions.
of your? Yeah, it's a little bit late right now, but what were some of your New Year's resolutions?
I mean, honestly, I didn't really have any.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing was probably just, getting on, like, staying on my grind, just being consistent. Because,
Yeah.
obviously,
This is
I
your-
started working.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is my first, or I would say, no, second, or coming into January would have been my second month working.
Yeah.
And it went all right. It went pretty good.
Nice.
I didn't really have any New Year's resolutions.
Like expectations or anything?
Yeah. Expectations,
Really?
maybe. I mean, I was expecting to make a lot,
A lot of money, but it
Yeah.
doesn't always pan out that way.
Doesn't always pan out that
Yeah,
way. But
yeah.
also just, myself, fitness-wise, just keep growing, myself as well, mentally keep growing as well.
Yeah, it's hard though. You actually like need goals. You know. what
You
I
do
mean?
need goals.
Yeah.
Like,
And like I mean, we were talking about this earlier too. Especially like other than goals, actually reflecting.
yeah.
I think for me this year, like having to just like really be vulnerable with myself and like reflect on like why I'm doing things and how I'm doing things. Like it was the biggest transition for me for work, especially. I'm working from like I used to work with like tools and stuff, right? Trades. Now I'm working with people.
Yep.
And having to be okay with the feedback that people give me was honestly one of the hardest things for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like a lot of my mentors at work were like, you really need to just like self-reflect, be vulnerable with yourself. Why are you doing what you're doing, and why are you in this tradition, like
Yeah.
profession, essentially? So if we were
agree.
talking about like New Year's resolutions, for me, essentially, it would have been to be, to be busier with less. Yeah,
So putting more time and effort into the main things.
Yes, a couple
I
things.
see.
I feel like
Honing in and focusing on
yeah,
the
like
main
in the
thing.
past years, I used to just like make up 20, 30 different goals that were just
Yeah.
like honestly like impossible to kind of continue and be really good on for the full year. And so this year, like working with fitness, gym, fitness, the podcast, and work, and just being really consistent on like actually working to develop just those couple things. And honestly, like in the first couple months already, it is tough.
Yeah.
It is tough. Like trying to like post out content, make sure I'm, making clips for the week,
Yeah,
bi-weekly, right? Having the podcast come out at a certain time every 2 weeks. And then with work, all the different techniques, ideas, theories, things that like how I could incorporate and be better in the profession takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
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 So that's definitely one of my couple goals that I've been doing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm getting there too,
Yeah.
Speaking on reflection,
Yeah.
honestly, reflecting right now, I
Yeah.
haven't been doing a lot of reflecting. But the times that I have, you're right. You definitely get a lot of self growth. You understand yourself. You definitely, it's pretty key.
Yeah,
To self reflect, especially in our practice, right? Just like you said before in the past, like just reflecting on how did I do today? What did I do today? What
Yeah.
could I have done better? Right? And that's just like with everything, right? Even in life, like let's say I work a 9 to 5. It's like, okay, obviously, you do this all the time, 9 to 5, but like, what did I do today? What could I have worked on? Maybe my mood. Maybe I was like feeling a little down. Maybe I can try and be a little bit more optimistic. Maybe
Yeah.
improve my mood.
Yeah,
Things
yeah.
like that. So yeah, self-reflection is honestly key. Yeah, I can see that.
Even before that though, like I think what's also key is like intention.
Intention.
Yeah, like actually like thinking like I having to do that.
Yes,
The idea
yes,
of
yes.
like I'm doing this for a reason.
No, intention is actually.
It's
You're
bro,
right. It's
I'm
actually huge.
bro. I mean, I'm speaking bars.
Yo, I forgot what they said. Even about like weightlifting as
Yeah, yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You can be hitting, let's say like a bicep curl, but you're not going to grow as much if you don't even have the intention of like, like really squeezing that
Slowing
muscle. You
and-
could do like a
yeah.
regular bicep curl, right? Because you want to do, but this,
Yeah. Were you thinking about that just because we went to the gym earlier?
Exactly. First time we went to the gym here. Or what? We're here. What day is it today?
It's a Sunday.
Sunday, day
2?
3.
Day 2, full day.
Full day,
And then
yeah,
3 days here in Tulum. Yeah.
Yeah. It was okay. It ain't like it's just a gym. It's a resort gym.
Yeah.
Not that many people in there, makes sense. But
Yeah.
had to at least get one gym session in. But nice AC though.
Oh.
It was good.
It's
like
it's okay honestly. Like the other resorts that I went to, the AC was actually nicer. It was cooler. It was colder.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. Yeah, definitely a
I
good
enjoyed
vibe.
it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
But you're enjoying though?
Oh, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Food, drinks.
There's some weird people though. There's some,
Some weird people.
there's
Some cool people.
There's some cool people.
You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere like that, right? I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
I wonder. I really after this, I think before I go to another resort, if I come back to Mexico,
Yeah.
I'd love to go to like the city, just to see. I know it could be a little crazy. Everyone, I get mixed
Reviews. Yeah.
reviews here and there. People are like, oh, don't go to the city, man. Like, don't do that. That's dangerous. But then there's
Yeah,
people like, man,
yeah.
you should go to the city. Check it out. I mean, I guess it's if you're traveling anywhere, if you're gonna be an idiot, you're gonna find some.
You're gonna find it.
Yeah.
Like Dad said, you're only gonna find trouble if you're looking for it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're gonna be smart and travel smart, gonna be smart, travel smart, then you'll probably be fine.
Yeah, for sure. So next question I got here.
Wait.
Oh.
So have you? I know the year Baylor just started, but
Yeah.
do you think you've reached any or even close to any of those goals that you set for yourself?
I don't think it's like the intention wasn't to reach the specific goal, but it's to continue keeping that goal.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Like I didn't really have any specific parameters where I was like, I'm gonna hit these numbers by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was more like, can I keep doing it?
So it's like a
Yeah.
short term. I'm sorry, it's a long term goal.
Yeah, it's
for
like a
you.
short term.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can I keep being consistent?
Yeah.
Can I keep making videos? Can I keep having the clients come back?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fitness wise, yeah, basically the same thing. Can
Yeah.
I keep that consistency?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. It's probably better. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So the next question, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I feel like emotion wise, it's with doing these goals. Like I've gone through a flurry of emotion, but I kind of wanted to see what your take was in the terms of what do you think in your 20s right now? Like what scares you? Like what is your
Scares me?
biggest fear?
I mean, I'm gonna be cliche here, I guess. My biggest fear is probably just being unsuccessful, which is like, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think
What does that unsuccessful mean to you though?
Well, I mean, you can go even,
You can go even deeper.
yeah, you can go
Yeah.
a lot deeper into that. But surface level being unsuccessful, I'll come back to my other point. But surface level being unsuccessful would probably be like not making as much money as I want to make. You know,
Yeah.
not being able to like back on goals, not be able to achieve my goals,
Yeah,
short
yeah.
term or long term.
Yeah.
Even being unsuccessful is like I'm not happy
Yeah.
in what I am, right? Because success is
In the other,
happiness.
it's also in the eye of the beholder,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Back on. I think the biggest thing that that scares me would probably be, yeah, I think in my career, just like not liking what I'm doing or
Yeah.
just being lost. Just being like one day I wake up and it's just like I don't even like what I'm doing or I don't even like where I'm at.
Yeah, and it's too late.
Just to preface, I love where I'm at right now, but just like one day if I wake up and I'm just like, honestly, I don't really like where I'm at. I don't like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And making a huge switch.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's me in that time, but like just thinking about it now kind of scares me because it's just like I could really change
Yeah.
how I'm thinking.
Do you think that you don't have the ability to adapt though, if that were to happen?
I think I would be able to, but in my head right now, I think my brain and my thinking is always changing. I'm scared as to what it's going to be in the future.
In like 5
That
years.
might be my fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because they say like, the older you get, the more your opinions change. Like your
Yeah,
opinions can change like
yeah.
night and day. Like today you might like this, tomorrow you might like something else,
Yeah.
and then what does that mean for 5 years?
Yeah.
Right.
There's that saying though, like I feel like I've talked to you about this before too. It was like people underestimate or overestimate what they can do in 5 years,
You're right,
and
yeah.
underestimate what they can do in 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that even brings me to for me, like what scares me is like not being enough.
Yeah.
Right. I had the idea. I'm like, oh, by 20, like when I was younger, when I was 18, I was like, bro, I'm gonna be like rich by 25. I'm 25 this year. I turned 25 like 2 days ago,
But
and I'm
how
not
are you compared
not
to what
rich.
you were when you made that?
Better,
Yeah.
in a better
Right.
spot for sure,
Right.
right?
Dad, don't look at this.
But that goal was so high,
Yeah.
and it was not like attainable,
Yeah.
right? So for me, like the idea, like for my fear was like not being. My biggest fear is being inadequate. You know that saying?
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate,
But
it's
is
that
that
we are
we're-
powerful beyond
yeah.
measure. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see that.
So now I've kind of like from that fear, I've kind of reflected and thought. So in my 20s, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking at it as a foundation, right? I feel like I'm always needing to like also like I'm also always needing to do something. Like, I feel like I'm always having to be busy.
That's good though.
Right?
That's good.
Because me defining success is like I have to be always doing something, right? But I feel like that could be bad too.
It can.
Yeah.
I think it could be bad in the sense that like you might just overwhelm yourself.
Yeah.
And also, if you
Yeah.
keep looking for something to do, you might just get distracted.
Yeah, which is also like why like my biggest fear is not being enough, right? That's why I feel like I'm always having to do something, always needing to do something. I need to do like if I'm doing the podcast, if I'm doing work, if I'm doing like my relationship and life, like it's not enough. Like I
Yeah.
should be doing more towards reaching this thing that I'm hopefully trying to achieve. But at the same time, like I think you told me this before. You're like, what if you're not trying to chase something, but you're trying to run away from something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I brought that up because the way you're talking to me, it sounded like I don't know where you're running from.
Yeah, poverty.
Honestly,
Poverty, honestly.
facts.
I'm not trying to be like when we were younger, bro.
Honestly,
like,
facts.
Like that was tough.
But do you know where you want to be though? Because
That's the thing.
right? Because
Yeah.
I know you have these goals and you're
And
like
ideas and-
you're running. Let's say you're running from something or towards something.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But like, do you know where you want to be?
I don't think I do.
But that's the beauty of it, right? You don't know where the hell you're gonna be.
You know,
right?
that's if you look at
It's
it.
the beauty
very
and the scary
optimistic
thing.
of you to look at that.
Yeah. It's beautiful and it's scary as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just like, and like, I would say 5 years before, I would never have thought we'd be here right now, right?
Yeah.
Right, and that just shows you, like you said, you don't know where you're going to be in 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
You overestimate what you can do in
Yeah,
10.
exactly.
Underestimate what you can do, or underestimate what you can do in 10, and overestimate what you can do in 5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So probably the best thing to do, in my opinion, is probably not like try and have somewhere where you want to be or have like
Yeah.
a set point and where you want to be, but just like always trying to improve in like these short-term goals, whatever.
Yeah.
But you can have like a long-term goal, like I want to make $1 million, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. But like just like positionally, like knowing where you want to be. Because as soon as you hit that goal, like say, oh, I want to be CEO, you hit that goal, then what?
And then what?
Are you done? No, you're not done,
Probably not.
right? You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep striving, keep
Yeah.
trying to reach for the
Yeah.
next thing, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you can so it's good that you can always find something and you're always looking for something to do.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
good.
I think that's good.
Exactly.
But I also like, I don't know, I fear like it's, because it's never enough, when will it be enough?
True.
You know? Like we were talking about even like money-wise, like I was making a decent amount last winter, right? And you were like, but like how much is enough though? Right? And I'm like,
I don't know. More,
bro, you had
right?
me thinking, and I was
Right?
like, oh my God. He's
Them
right.
cogs are turning,
I'm
right?
like, he's right.
Right.
How much is enough?
Yeah. No, I find myself in that too. Because remember, I was telling you, I was like, man, it's not coming right now. Like, I was expecting a lot more, but like, bro, like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a butt ton of money. per
Yes.
se.
Well, you do, but you don't.
Well, for what I want to do right now, I don't.
Yes.
Right. Eventually, sure. If that's my dream, if I want to buy a house, right? Obviously, I do. But as of right now, it's like I don't need that. I'm building, right? Building blocks. I just started my
Yeah.
career, right?
Yeah. So like, especially like that.
Started
that
slow, no rush.
That works too, though, because like in your 20s now, it's like a building block,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Like the foundation. You're building the foundation. You're making sure that your roots are dug in.
Like who said?
Who said that?
Dad said that.
Bro, this guy's an apostle, bro. Oh my God.
Dad said that.
Our dad is like, Dad, if you're watching this, man, and we love you. What is that?
I
사랑해.
don't know. No, but yeah, he always says that. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
dig your roots in there, man. Like a tree with no roots is gonna fly away, right? Even if
100%.
it's up top, above ground, it
It will
looks
fall.
great, right? Exactly, it's gonna fall. But a
will
tree, roots dug in there. It could be a small tree, but if the roots are deep in there, it's not going nowhere, right? Versus a big tree with no roots, right?
Hey, you sound like Dad right now.
What can I say?
What can I say?
What can I say?
Fit inspired.
yeah.
Fit inspired by what?
Fit inspired?
Yeah.
By the vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? Pink. Pink. You know what I'm saying?
Salmon pink.
Salmon pink. I like this. I had
Yeah.
these for a minute.
Yeah.
White.
Okay.
White shirt. You know what I'm saying? Self-tailored. Cut it myself.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Bro, that
I
looks
did.
so ugly.
Okay, you're a hater. Anyways, so we're going to end the podcast right here. This guy's a hater. But yeah, should we end it right there?
Huh?
Should we end it right there?
Should have what?
Should we end it right there?
No, man. We got more.
Wait, have we only been filming for 5 minutes?
Yeah. Yo.
Oh, cut that out. Bro, I thought it's been like 30 minutes.
It's been like 5 minutes, bro.
Embarrassing.
We talked about so much in like 5 minutes.
Okay, cut that out.
Okay, we'll cut that out. I'm not cutting that out. Okay, let's switch it up again. Stress. Do you believe that
Yo.
stress has played a role in the things that you've done in life?
Stress has been one of the
Leading
biggest
Leading contributors?
leading contributors, sure,
100%.
to say the least, honestly, actually, in my life.
How is it showing
where I've
up?
come.
How do you think it's showing up in your life, though?
Well, you know, let's say like procrastination, let's say, for example, right? Like back in school, right, I procrastinate. And the stress, for a lot of people, like a lot of people, I would say a majority of people, they procrastinate, right? And what pushes you is the stress of it's like, okay, now I only have a day to do it. So I have to lock in right now. So I would say stress definitely pushed me, even in school. Like I was like, okay, I don't want to be, because the school, RMT program was very expensive. And I'm like, I don't even have that money. It's not even my money.
Yeah.
So I better lock in right now, right?
Lock in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
you
that
better-
stress,
You better side bow.
that I better side bow right now.
Side bow right now. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, stress is huge, but also stress is just my sleep was really messed up. Just been stressing a lot. Stressing a lot about like, I don't know, just life.
Yeah.
And just like,
but I saw something somewhere. Or I heard something somewhere, and stress,
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
You told me this.
I told you this. Stress is the result of unpreparedness. So that fear that you have of the situations or the things that happen in your life, it just means that you're not prepared for it. Because why would you be stressed if you were prepared,
True.
right? But the
Let
hardest
me
part is
counter argument there.
okay,
Though.
yeah, go.
I don't think you could always, or I don't think you would ever be fully prepared for something.
Mentally though,
Mentally?
mentally you can be prepared for it.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
if you understand that life will turn left, then right, then left, then you can be prepared that life will turn left, then right, then left. You get that?
That's actually, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected
Expe-
type thing,
Type-
right? Yeah.
type
Yeah.
shit.
Type shit. Type shit.
Type
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I remember what you were saying, though. I'm sure people have heard it before, but when you told me this, I was just like, wow, like, that is so facts. You were saying pressure is good
Yes.
because pressure builds diamonds.
Yes.
Right? I was like, damn, this guy's locked in right now.
No,
That was good though. That's true though, right?
It is. It is. Yeah,
It's true.
'cause that's how fake diamonds are made, bro. Pressure.
Exactly.
Pressure.
And real diamonds.
And I think for me, it's like if you're speaking about that,
Sorry, cut that
if
out.
you're speaking, if you're speaking about that, no, pressure does build diamonds, right?
No, because if you're in like a, let's say, a game situation, your pressure, you're gonna be, if you can get through that, you'll be a way better person already.
Exactly, and that's definitely a good example of pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Even for work, for me, like when I was, so I'm about a year in now, and when I was here, probably a couple more months, a bit more, I was in this position where I was like, bro, why isn't it getting any better? Oh my god,
Catch that?
okay, I caught that. So that's, yeah. Like, why are my numbers getting any better? Like, I need more people to come in. Like, how am I supposed to make money? And like, and then that pressure alone had me thinking, had me, bro, I gotta lock in. I gotta do more. What can I do that'll actually get me to that position?
Yeah.
And that pressure helped.
Yep.
Probably a couple months after that, actually, a month right after that, my numbers went up.
There you go.
Money came in, and then it started to hit the busy period, and I was like, bro, like, this is a lot, bro. Like, I'm rolling with the punches.
You gotta roll with it.
Yeah, but because that pressure like prepared me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like once you apply that pressure, it's just kind of up from there, because you're building this very healthy pattern of what you should be doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with that. The only thing is, when I started, I kind of overwhelmed myself a little bit.
Oh, dude, you're working like 6-7 days.
Yeah, because I was like, man, like I need to work.
Yeah.
Like I really need to work. And then,
Yeah.
you know, I had applied at a second location, second clinic. That I'm working like 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Which is for some people it's easy. For me, I'd say it's all right.
Yeah.
And then there's some days where it's just like, holy shit, like I am
Tired.
tired.
Yeah.
Tired.
Because
yeah.
like the job is so manually taxing, you know, and mentally.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I've had a lot of people come in and they just trauma dump.
Oh yeah.
They just trauma dump, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Definitely.
Let's
You
get
just
this straight.
gotta, like they taught us, man. You just gotta, not to say that you're like, you know, you don't care, but you just gotta put that barrier up,
Yes,
right?
barrier.
You know,
'Cause
it's just for.
Sometimes caring deeply is too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So, like, what are your ways? Like, this is my last question here. I don't know. I'm just telling you, but like, what are your ways of coping with the stress? Like,
Coping with the
what have
stress?
you found that's gonna help you?
I don't think
Do you even have a way?
found anything per se. Honestly, I just think just keep doing what I'm doing and then kind of just honestly reading.
Reading.
I would say reading kind of helps me turn my brain off a little bit.
Yes.
Like reading, because I used to have like I told you, like sleeping issues. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't sleep very well. And then reading before bed. Just kind of turn my mind off, right? Because like, you know, getting into social media just makes your brain think like
Yeah.
crazy. And then
Yeah.
just like reading a nice story. Like I'm reading Harry Potter right now.
Yeah.
And it's great, right? Reading is good. Gymming is always great.
Yeah.
And also just like understanding, just talking to yourself, right? Just understanding.
Reflecting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you do reflect.
So I do, I guess.
Yeah.
More so like not in the work in the work sense, but in just like personal
Yeah.
life, I guess I do reflect quite a bit.
That's so interesting that you talk about reading and books. I had a conversation with Dad actually. Recently, Dad was talking up to me, and he was like, actually, when I saw him the other day, he was like, "Hey, Joe, like, you gotta call me more, cause I'm not home that much."
I know.
You gotta call me more, huh? Like, yeah, I want to talk to you sometimes, you know. And I was like, "Yeah, Dad, okay, I'll call you." So it was like a random Friday night, and it was after work, and I was grabbing Subway for myself. I called Dad, right off the just random. I'm like, "Hey, Dad, like, how you doing?" And we kind of got into this like in depth kind of conversation about how Dad rambles on. He keeps talking, and I love that. But like he has just so much to say, right? But we're talking about like stress and food, but mainly stress and stuff. And I was asking him like, how were you coping, and even especially like through life and stuff. Like, how were you able to kind of cope through life? Because I'm sure like he had his own ways and things, right?
Yeah.
And he was telling me that like like Joe, you're not gonna like this, and he knows I don't like it. He's like, you're gonna start reading. He's like, you're gonna start the reading. I know you don't like it. But you're gonna start reading. Because like for him, reading was like this escape, right? This escape to a different world where he didn't have to think about all the things and all the stressors about life and what could have or couldn't happen. He could just in that moment just read that book.
Yeah.
Like a story happening in the back of his head. For him, it was like history. Like he had like Black history and stuff, Egyptian history of like the whole world and stuff like that. That was his way to kind of escape,
Yeah.
right? And I just found that so interesting. I guess you kind of took that from him.
A little bit.
Subconsciously.
I'm like baby steps right now, like I like my shorts. I like my, not short stories, but I like my stories.
Yeah.
I like my fiction.
Yes. Manga.
Little bit, man. I've been getting into that a little bit.
That, huh?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Yeah.
For
The
sure.
beginning after the end. Oh,
That one is good.
goated.
Yeah. So reading that has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Audacity of Hope. You know what I'm saying? Obama. That
Yo, Saibao.
That's-
Saibao. You literally said the other day, you're like, bro, I don't know if I can even read this, bro.
Bro, my reading level's not
the
there
grammar
yet.
level is too high.
No, but reading for me, it's been pretty good. Like I don't know, just sleeping has improved a lot.
Do you think that it's the correlation with screen time?
Screen time, it could be
Yeah.
that blue light.
Yeah.
Also, just taking my mind off of like whatever the hell happened during the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been helping a
been
lot.
good.
Eventually, I'm gonna get into like I like books on money. I have a couple books that I have
Okay.
yet to read, but I
Yeah.
have them in my Kobo loaded up,
Okay.
ready to
Have
read.
you read the what's that book? It's super famous.
You're gonna say Rich
Rich
Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad.
Jesus.
Bro, when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, I was like, asset, liability. Oh my God, bro, what am I doing with my life?
So the
And that's
thing about
it,
Rich Dad Poor Dad though is
It's an interesting one though. But there are some things
it's very
very controversial, yeah. But there are things to grab from it. Just like any other
Exactly,
piece
yeah.
of literature. Like
That's what I've been
there are
told.
good things and bad things to take from it.
That's what I've been
When
told.
you read
yeah.
a book, you shouldn't see it as a Bible, but you should see it as a piece that you can take things from.
Just like Dad said, right? Whatever, he's gonna say 1,000 different things,
Yes.
but just put it in your pocket,
Put it in your pocket
Put it in your pocket for when you need it.
for when you need it.
Right.
You might not need it now.
Exactly. You don't might not need it in 10 years. You might never need it, but
Yeah.
it's there if you need
It's
it,
there if you need it.
right?
Yo,
So-
word to my mother.
No, yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah. So same thing with like Rich Dad Poor Dad, right?
Yeah.
Like books like that, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to use every single thing. I
Yeah.
think the reason why it's just too unrealistic. Like no one's going to start off with like
No,
what he started off
And no one's
with.
gonna wager, like no one has that skill set that he has.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and no one's gonna
it's
wager
totally
like
different.
that, like the way he did it,
Yeah.
right?
I like to think about it for someone who is very,
Yeah,
ignorant to
money,
the financial world.
Yeah, it's a
right?
great step forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great step in the right direction. When I was reading it, I was like, I don't know if I can like do that specifically, but the principles that he had on that,
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely something I frequently think about. Like what's gonna make money, what's actually losing money. Like how can I take that away and turn it into something that will actually make money.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah,
I haven't read any other money books yet.
you're on the way.
I'm on the way. As
Yeah,
soon as
on
I
the
finish
cusp.
my books right
Yeah.
now, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where we go.
Saibao. Bro, okay. For my 5 viewers, bro, if you're watching this, like,
For my 5 years, hey, for my 6 viewers, I'm one of them. Go
okay.
ahead.
Okay. Well, if you find some time, search up Saibao. It's new lingo. Saibao. All right, boys, and ladies and gents, and however you. Sorry, cut that out. For the viewers, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment. It was your boy Jojo,
Jana.
and that was just a vibe. Thanks for listening. We might do another podcast.
Hopefully, change the scenery here.
Yeah, we'll change the scenery. We'll do an outdoor one.
Yeah, I
We'll
want
do
to
an outdoor one.
The weather is
Yeah,
humid but beautiful.
actually. And that was just a vibe. And thanks for listening, boys.